Let's go. Come on. Hi everyone. I know I haven't uploaded a video for a while. That was because very last minute we decided to come back to Taiwan to visit my family. My mom was supposed to come visit us earlier in the year during April. Her trip was canceled due to the pandemic, and she hasn't seen my kids for almost 2 years now. Amelia hasn't seen her grandma since she was 4 months old, and she's almost 2. So it's like 1.5 years. So we booked a last minute tickets like a week before the departure date. So we booked the tickets and we flew back on November 30th, and we didn't arrive until December 1st because of the long flight and the time zone difference. And I just want to share how we traveled and what was it like throughout the traveling. There were quite some people at LAX, but not as many as before, because we were traveling November 30th. We were expecting some group of people traveling home as well, but it wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty empty, but it was more people than I expected because due to pandemic, I thought it was like gonna be total vacant, but it wasn't. And on the airplane, there weren't many people. We booked EVA Airline, and it was actually pretty empty. Most of the people had like the whole row to themselves, but because we have kids, and so it was a 2-person per row because it was, me and the kids and Alex and Jaden, me and Amelia. And they were able to lay down and sleep through using the airplane footrest pillow that I recommended before. It was awesome. And in order to enter Taiwan, you must have Taiwan citizenship. And I do, and I got it for my kids as well. I had to apply for Alex because his passport expired. And when we got it, we decided, you know what, it's time to go visit my family because we miss them and my mom hasn't seen the kids for a really long time. So once you enter Taiwan, you have to quarantine for 14 days, not including the day of arrival. So really 15 days because we arrived like 5:40 a.m. Taiwan time. And we got our luggages, we got the cell phones. In order for them to track you, you have to have a Taiwan cell phone. So we got the SIM card, the cell phones, and then once we got all that, we came back to my brother's place. My brother was very kind. He lent us his apartment to do the quarantine for 15 days total. And we are actually at day 9 right now, so we're very close on getting out. But it's driving the kids crazy because we can't go out. We don't have a backyard here. They're an apartment, and it's if you've been to Asia, you know how small Asia area is. Their apartment complex are like compact. They have a small living room, small dining room, they have a small bathroom, they have a small bedroom. So they are not used to being in such a small place, and you can hear my kids fussing in the background. That's why I have not been making a video, because they just can't seem to be as happy because they have the energy inside of them trying to use them all up, but we're in a small space. So anyways, let's wrap up this really quick. So I want to show you how it is, what we're doing when traveling during quarantine, and hopefully I can update you guys in a little bit for the second half of the quarantine. But right now, I just want to show you what has been going on for the past week and a half in my life. It's been crazy, but so to protect Amelia and Jaden, I put a footrest pillow on the side where the passenger feet is supposed to be. I don't know if you can see it. It's on the upper left corner. It's the gray rectangle pillow, so if they do roll over, they're not gonna fall down. And then I put waterproof sheets on top of the seats so they can sleep on top of it. And because Amelia wiggles, so it's like all over the place, but it worked really good for me. And then there weren't a lot of people on airplanes, so I felt a little bit safer.
Amelia is younger than 2, so it's really hard to keep her mask on. She tend to take it off often. And Jayden was really good at keeping it on for half of the flight, and then the other half he just couldn't handle it anymore. But I was glad because there weren't a lot of people on airplanes, so I felt a little bit safer that way. Airplane, there were a lot of people helping us out filling the Taiwan CDC's form. It's basically recording down our cell phone numbers in Taiwan and our quarantine address, because we're required to quarantine for 14 days after arrival day, so it's like a total of 15 days. So they will need all the information from us. After we were done, there were barely anybody left, so we just grabbed our suitcases and head out and looked for the pickup van that we had reserved for the kids. And we had a lot of suitcases. We had 6 of them, large ones, and then 2 of the carry-ons, and then a stroller. And it took us about like 30 to 40 minutes to get back to my brother's apartment. Once we got there, we all took a shower, changed into our pajamas, and my mom bought a bunch of toys, and they were waiting for them to play once they get out of the shower. They loved it. They like practically almost opened everything in the first 2 days.
臭豆腐，妹妹，臭豆腐啊！水啊，快点啊啊啊啊！好，没了，都没了。No Christmas tree today, but we have 19 days until Christmas, okay? Yeah, that's for Jayden, and that's for Amelia. Okay. Go play with your elves. Oh, Daddy,坏. Great. How about?
What is that?
You're getting the eggshell off.
Who's doing?
14 days of quarantine is not easy. Kids at first thought it was fun to have a change of scene and stay at a new place, but now they are bored, and I've been ordering them new toys. But Jayden has been asking that he wants to go home, and we know that can't happen because we just got back here. But anyways, we're hopefully getting through this very soon. They have been watching iPads daily because there's really not much you can do when you're stuck in a small apartment. And thank goodness that we were able to buy a bunch of toys from Dollar Tree so we could do the Christmas countdown during quarantine. My mom also bought a couple toys, and then we were able to order a couple of toys online. So it does keep them busy besides watching iPads daily. Anyways, I can't wait until we get out of quarantine so I can see my mom, so they can see their grandma, grandparents, and my brother and their kids. They're so excited to see us because everybody hasn't seen us for such a long time. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!